All right, got a new package in from Blue Ridge Silverhound. It's the three more rolls of the wheat pennies. And yeah, that's the receipt. Where's it? There we go. There we go. Much easier to get into. Let's see what the extra Tone 1957D. Not sure what the going rate is on those. Let's see. Looking it up right now. Well, is this one full bells or not? Or full lines? I'm going to go with no. Okay, not full lines, so oh, yeah, I'm trying to show it to you and I got the microscope in the way. Well, let's put it out there and see if we can look at it under the microscope. I know this is supposed to be for the pennies, but oh well. (1957). I don't see any varieties on a 1957. But that's the toning on it. And the back looks to be much cooler toned, and there's a big D on it. And then the front is. But now, if I can get this opened up to where I can put it back in there. Just do it like that. There we go. All right, cool. Well, that's nice. Okay, so I got three more pennies. I think last time I went through each one of them and had y'all look at each one of them individually. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to go through each roll, separate them out by date, and then come back and show you what I found after each roll. So this one probably won't last 30 minutes, or actually I think that last one was 30 minutes per roll, so that's like an hour and a half. So we'll try to speed this up a little bit so it won't take so much of your time. So I will go through the first roll here and come back and let you know what I find. Talk to you here in a minute. Okay, I'm done with the first roll. The oldest one I have is this one right here from 1923, Philly. The only one I found that had anything to do with it was yet another 1957D with die chips in it. We'll look at that real quick. See the die chip there and the 9. I can't tell if that's a die chip or damage on the 5. I think that might be damage on the 5, but you can see the die chip there in the 9. And there's not any over here in Liberty. But that was it for any oddities I found in here. So I'm going to put these away and go through the next row, and I'll come back and let you know what I find in there. So talk to you here in a minute. All right. Well, let's see if I can get the camera to stop wigging out. All right. I got through the next one. These are the 20s. 25 was the oldest one we found, up through 58. These 30s, 40s, 50s. And once again, the only thing I found of interest here was a, come on, 1957 D with a die chip. Yep. Here, let me throw this in with all the other ones and then see if I can pull it out. Done 57D, and this one has a die chip there in the B. And that's it for that one. So I got put that up there to keep those separate. I just got this last roll to go through. Yep, got them all out. Usually one of them stays in there. So, yep, I'll go through that one. I already checked. There's no steel ones in here. I could do that with the, while they were in the thing, just by going, oh, nope, no steel. Because you can tell from the, where's a Canadian one? There's a Canadian one. Steel. That's a Canadian with a rabbit. That's probably a special one. I should probably put that in a holder or something. All right. Let me clean this up, and I'll go through the last ones, and I'll come back, and we will do a wrap-up. So talk to you here in a minute. All right, I'm done with the last group. Basically 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. I didn't find any double dies, no repunchment marks that I could tell. A lot of them were really worn pretty good. The oldest one I found was a 1920. I got a 1920 and a 1920S. And this was the one, I guess, new find. See if I can get this to work right. There we go. And this one has a little bit of a die chip right here. You can see it on the leaf there. Other than that, show you underneath the microscope and go over the 3 die chips we found. So this is 1957, but not a Denver. As you can see, it has gotten some divots in it there in the collar. Look on the back side, there's the die chip there. And that stock, and that one has a little bit of a divot over there on that side, so not in great shape. And then the 2 I found in the previous rolls were this one here with the die chip in the B, which is a 57D. The other 2 are 57Ds. This one here is a die chip in the 9 there. All right, so that's it. These are pretty much the 3 finds from the 3 rolls. Now I just got to figure out what to do with these, because these just came in. Dimes from the U.S. Mint. Do I want to just save them or go through them and look for the double dies and any other mint errors, or what do I want to do with those? So I got to find this one right here, sewed shut. So, but, all right. Well, that's it. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I will talk to y'all later. Remember, we do this for fun, and have fun with what you're searching for. So I will talk to y'all later.